Anyways, we then cut back to Godzilla, who is basically just consuming nuclear power plants, and we get a scene that is very heavily, most likely inspired by the 1998 scene where we get Godzilla's tracks, and Godzilla's consuming nuclear radiation. We haven't seen that since 1984, where Godzilla's actually consuming nuclear radiation. And of course, the military tries to fight back against Godzilla, and Godzilla reveals his new ability, his nuclear pulse. He can do a nuclear pulse in his normal form. And after that, we got back to the human characters. I'm pretty sure you guys can see where I'm coming from when it comes to my problems with this movie. Anyways, so Dr. Andrews and the others made their way to one of the Monarch outposts, and they discovered that it's destroyed and that there's a handprint. At first, they thought it was Kong, but then Dr. Andrews says, that's not Kong. That was something else. Kong goes back to his territory and notices that something was going on in his territory while he was gone. So he grabs his axe and makes his way into the subterranean realm of the Hollow Earth. And this is where he encounters Zuko. At first we did thought that Zuko was kind of like the innocent here. Was kind of like an innocent one here. But no, he freaking bites Kong's finger and then leads him into a trap. I'm still mad at you for that, Zuko. I'm sorry. Anyways, so Kong runs into members of his own species, and it was not the happy reunion that he was expecting. Because he gets ambushed, and he's about to get killed, but Kong freaking beats them up like they were nothing. Zuko jumps at Kong's face, and Kong grabs him and uses him like a fucking ragdoll, and I laughed so damn hard when I saw that scene. I didn't laugh that hard in the theaters, but I was trying not to laugh so hard. Like, I was literally trying not to laugh. But I just couldn't help it. That scene just got me. It got me so good. And there's even a moment where, this is Sparta reference, where Kong freaking grabs that one ape who was trying to fall to his death. He helps him up. That ape tries to kill Kong, and Kong just grabs him and says, "This is Sparta!" And he just freaking kicks that ape off the freaking cliff. And then the other ape runs away. Kong grabs a rock, and he tosses it, and just by sheer freaking luck, it just hits that ape on the head. And Kong is a freaking savage in this movie. Thank you. I've been practicing. I've been a savage far longer than you have. That's the one who's getting hate mail every single day. Shut up. Yeah, sorry, Godzilla, but you're the one who's gonna have to shut up. Anyways. So Kong grabs Zuko and slams him to the ground and basically demands him to take him to other members of his species. And Zuko kind of does that. And the reason why this film is better than GVK is because you don't really need any human characters basically describing what the monsters are saying. You can actually tell from the facial expressions and their body language and how this movie really is like the best one of the MonsterVerse. And not only that, but it was just really well made. And I just like that scene. I just like this movie, honestly. Anyways, so Team Kong eventually lands to a spot after getting another signal, and we see them roaming around in the forests of the Hollow Earth, and one of the guys gets eaten by a new kaiju. Trapper comforts Vernon after he was kind of having a little panic attack. And we see Godzilla, well, who's now supercharged, and he's leaving, and he's making his way to T-Mat, who made an on-screen appearance. Enjoy it while you can. Anyways, so back with Team Kong, they are finding structures that were built by humanity in Hollow Earth. And we see the return, well, not really, but the return of Mothra, well, at least structures that resembled Mothra in paintings. And anyways, so they found this strange little wall, and it's like made of webs and silk, and they're managed to make their way through it and find two pyramids. They make their way inside, and we cut back to Kong and Zuko, and they're making their way to Zuko's home. Zuko tries to lure Kong into a trap, and we see a new kaiju who goes by the name of Drowned Viper. Drowned Viper tries to kill Kong, but Kong freaking gives it a death so horrific that it wasn't even shown on screen. In fact, we don't even see the scene on how Kong was managed to kill the guy or got his axe, because, like, the last time we saw him, like, he had both arms trying to grab the Drowned Viper and trying to get him off of him, and then we just cut to Zuko running, and then Kong throws his axe, preventing Zuko from getting away, and, well, it's just, wow. And I just couldn't help to ask, did Adam Wingard play God of War by chance? I'm getting heavy God of War vibes from here. I should have seen that one coming. Kong freaking gave off Kratos vibes, while Zuko gave freaking Atreus vibes. Anyways, we get a really heartwarming scene where Kong and Zuko are just sitting down. Kong's eating the Drowned Viper, and Zuko is hungry. Kong offers him some food, but Zuko doesn't take it outright immediately. And Kong just tosses the food to Zuko, and, well, Zuko just takes it and eats it. And then after Kong looks at him and kind of gives off a little chuckle, Zuko just, like, looks at Kong and makes his way towards Kong to sort of sit right next to him. Then we got back to Godzilla, and this motherfucker, no, get your ass over here, get your ass over here. I should have seen this coming. Your report now, Godzilla. This motherfucker does the most disrespectful thing in history. I said killing Skila was bad enough, mister. He freaking rolls up at T-Mat's home, fires his atomic breath. T-Mat comes out, roars at Godzilla. She was only defending her territory from this selfish bastard. And then we get a rematch between Godzilla and T-Mat. Godzilla rips a piece of flesh off of her body, and then he just freaking cuts her in half with his atomic breath, which may I remind you that you freaking were getting all that energy for the next big fight. And you're just wasting it like nothing! Ow! What's the point of even getting all that energy if you're just gonna waste it, huh? He has a point, Godzilla. Yeah, Godzilla, I'm sorry, but, yeah, no. I'm gonna go on his side on this one. You were being really selfish in this movie. Like, seriously, no wonder fans are hating you now these days. Because you killed two kaiju that were really loved and respected by a lot of fans, and you just freaking killed them like that. Shame on you, Godzilla. Shame on you. Why me? I warned you, Adam Wingard. I warned you that would be a bad idea. Why did you decide to make me kill Tiamat too? Why couldn't it have been a new kaiju? Get back to your spot or I'm calling Space Final Wars. So, Godzilla makes his way to Tiamat's dome terror lair, and we got back to Gia, and she's reunited with her people. It turns out that she was not the last of her kind after all. And honestly, when I saw the Iwi Queen, I honestly thought, I don't know why, but I honestly thought that the Iwi Queen was Gia's mother. I don't know why I thought about it like that, but I just happened to think about it like that. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I honestly thought the Iwi Queen was Gia's mother. Or at the very least her grandmother or something. I don't know. But no, it turns out not to be the case. So it's revealed that the Iwi were the ones who were calling for help. And, yeah. So then, they sort of take Dr. Andrews to this one room that basically describes the whole story. And, yeah, pretty much, Dr. Andrews describes the whole story about there was once peace between the Hollow Earth and the surface. Until, well, the Scar King, aka the tyrannical dictator over there, aka overgrown King Louis. Hey! Anyways, he started the war with the monster that ate the star, and they immediately pointed to Godzilla. And it turns out that Godzilla was the one who went crazy. So technically, Godzilla is also Lahalala. We don't like talking about that. Don't talk about that ever again. Shut your fucking mouth. You selfish bastard. Plus, I am your king. So shut up. Yes, sir. That's what I thought. Now sit. Yes, sir. I didn't say bow. Sit. Well, I can't. Well, at least I can, but it's a really awkward, in a weird way to sit. Good enough. Anyways. Damn. Yeah, that was unexpected. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Okay, I just see what Space War and Worse than Thundercon were talking about. Anyways, as I was saying, so Scar King started the war, and the war nearly killed Godzilla, but Godzilla was lucky to trap them into the fiery realm of the Hollow Earth. And we get this scene where Kong and Tsuko are walking on this giant-ass skeleton, and I can't help but to wonder what killed that thing. Anyways, so we get the scene where Tsuko brings Kong to his kind, and Kong just has a shock of horror, and you just can't help but feel bad for the guy, you know?